Hello.
Hello.
We hope you're live. And we have Ron back today, so everyone should be able to hear us and see us clearly.
And we're much less stressed, or me anyway.
Well, but I'm in the middle of having a hot flush, but that's okay, ladies. You will all relate to how that currently feels, so don't mind me. Ron said we had 8 seconds, and I thought, of course we do. Okay, we can hear that, Ron, so we're getting the big feedback. Okay, great.
Excellent.
So I've got just Linley and I today, and we're going to run through all of the new things we have. So I said to Linley, she's really in the deep end. She's got to hold her own, kid. This is it. You're up.
I'm off.
We'll let you go first.
Okay, well, I'll start. And how warm is this? I'm wearing the Chloe knit jumper, and this is caramel confetti. And I think this featured on the website with you wearing it, Stacey.
I did the other
wrong?
2 colours. I filmed the little thing in my bedroom with the cream and the blue, which was fun. I liked that. I got lots of great feedback on the colours. So we've just restocked the white and the blue. Have all come back in today if you've been waiting. And then we've added this new one.
Isn't this gorgeous?
Really lovely.
So lovely. And this comes in small to extra large, $79.95. And it's 85% polyester, 15% acrylic, very warm.
Lovely and soft.
Yeah, and soft. Now, I'm wearing the large. Possibly I could have got away with the medium.
I think so too. A few ladies commented on my video that they thought I could have sized down as well. So I think we can safely say let's size down in this one.
But you know what? Great slouching around. I'll just do a little spin, and that nice coverage we all like, or I do anyway.
So we did a little front tuck for Linley because she is a petite height. We thought that will give her a nice bit of shape at the front. So Barbara says, hi, windy and warm in Melbourne. Yeah, 26, Lee said, beautiful day. So 26 is lovely. I like 26.
Yeah, perfect temperature, isn't it?
Yes.
So so Stacey's got the knack, hasn't she?
Just one little, not very deep, just a little soft tuck at the front and let it blouse over. I just think it gives a nice bit of shape. But we might undo. Actually, we'll talk about the pants first.
Because these are the weekend. No, it's not the Weekend Life pants.
That's right.
And these are in chocolate, size 10 to 20. Now, again, these are generous.
They are definitely generous.
I've gone down a size to the 12 instead of the 14. 60% rayon, 35% polyester, and 5% elastic.
They're so soft. If you buy these, and Linda's going to come out in a little top that matches it next, and I'm going to show you the black as well. They just feel fabulous. The fabric is just what I want to lounge around at home in, for sure.
And nice deep pockets. Karen says, raining in Bris Vegas today. Yes, it is. We can vouch for that.
Yes.
And June says, hello, love.
Love the brown
tones. Sorry. Hello, love, she says.
Writing.
Hello.
Hi, June. You're back with us. I'm so pleased to hear you hopping on and saying hi. I hope you are doing well with your recovery, June.
Yeah. And these have got the little
they're just really fun, these pants. So black,
easy.
chocolate, and then we've got a new taupe colour coming next week in them. So there's the full length. So on petite, it's long. That's why I had Linley do the front tuck. On me, perfect length.
Yeah. So really, really comfy. So I'm going to go and pop something else on.
I got to try on a dress that after trying it on, I think I might buy this one. What do we think, ladies? I've pulled that up while I was having my little hot moment. But there's the long sleeve with the lovely elastic. But that's the beauty of it, is that I can pull that one up. I'm wearing the extra large, 10 to 20, so I'm in the 16. This is the Skylar dress in Cocoa, and it's $89.95. Isn't it lovely though? It's really, it feels beautiful on. It's a linen and rayon fabric. Lee loves my dress. Very interesting. Thanks, Lee. Loved the colour of Linley's jumper, and Janet says nice. Oh, you're lucky, Janet. 21 in Perth. I wish it was 21 here. I'm dying for this cooler weather to come. It really needs to hurry up. Usually I feel like Easter comes and then we're into all of the lovely autumn, but we're just still lingering. So I'm hopeful that in the next week or two we'll start to see it. So I'll just tell you a little bit of the details here. This actually has a little soft gather. They don't make them on the waist anymore, which I'm glad of, because it's been a while since I've had a waist. So it's nice when they do these little bit higher ones because it gives the shape at the bust and then it drapes over any of your tummy or hip area. So it actually makes for a more flattering style when they don't put them on the waist. June loves the dress. Unusual, different, you might say. I was going to parody Kath and Kim then with unusual, different. I love the little bit of blue makes it really unusual. It's got, I feel, a bit of that boho vibe to it.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
I like this one. I might get it. See, isn't it nice?
Oh,
I know. I'm going to get this
lovely.
in black as
oh,
well.
I love it. Yeah.
You just want to curl up at home with your cup of tea. I've got a fireplace, so I want to be in front of my fireplace with my cup of tea and a book.
Yep.
Absolutely perfect.
And you could still pop up the street for
You
your
could.
coffee.
I'll go and change.
You go and change. So I've left obviously the life pants, the weekend life pants on, and so this makes a lovely little set. This is the weekend life top, obviously in chocolate, sizes 10 to 20. I'm wearing the 14, and it's got the little zip, just little 3/4 zip. $89.95, 60% rayon, 35% polyester, and again the 5% elastane. I love that, just the way it falls, so soft. Little tiny split at the side, which I think gives you a little bit of movement and is quite flattering, nice length. And I think it's just so lovely. I mean, you could wear a little skivvy underneath if it was extra cold. Love the colour, and I've just put some sneakers on with it. But I agree with Stacey. I can imagine curling up on the lounge. Lee is loving the browns, and Barbara said looks comfy. And that is so true. Both of you, yes, I love the browns as well. I can remember, I think a few weeks ago, I tried on the Denver leggings in the chocolate, and I think it's a great colour. It's a little bit different to black, and some people with that colouring a little bit like mine with the brown hair, the more golden skin tones, looks great in the brown rather than as a change from the black. So yeah, so once again, do a little spin. If you wanted to dress it up a little bit, you could pop a little necklace around your neck. I've got just some little earrings, dress it up a little bit, but yeah. So I think this is lovely. So yeah, so today we've got a rainy old Brisbane, and it's very hot and it's steamy. I don't know what the temperature is, but quite steamy. So we're all getting quite steamy here, and here she is.
Oh, here.
You go.
You've got your little thing out there.
Naturally. Kerry also thinks it looks comfy. Thanks, Kerry. It certainly is.
Chocolate seems to be in this year.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Great colour for the cooler days it is.
Beautiful. And don't you look cosy too?
Yes, so we're all getting into the leisure wear, which I just love. My favourite time, winter, I think I've said that to you before. I love being casual and relaxed. So this is actually the pant that Linley had on. So I'm in the 14. So again, I've sized down in this one. So you'll see if I do the little front tuck, it's got this nice little detail on the, I couldn't get my shoes on. This is why I'm huffing and puffing, trying to get my breath back. But there, if I do the little front tuck, see, it gives just a nice bit of shape. And then you can use these pockets, and I'll just do the back view. I'll undo that as well so you can see the length here of this top. Now, Ron and I were talking about this top when we saw it on the website, and I've grabbed the 16, and I think we were saying you really could size down in this because you can see how oversized and loose it is. So this is the pine colour in the Kira top. These are all done for us. The chocolate that Linley had on and the black story, all of these stripes is by Cordelia Street. So they just make beautiful things. But this whole story, I feel everybody needs to go down a size in a lot of the pieces. Well, definitely the bottoms. But I'm going to make those notes on the website for everybody so that when you are on there, I'll put the notes of guiding whether to size down or not. I also like this cowl because it's a little bit of a loose cowl. Sometimes if you have them here, some ladies I know like the tighter cowl if you're in the colder places, but if you're like us up here and you don't necessarily want it to be too warm, then these loose cowls are lovely. So Lee says it looks very comfy. Janet says greens, browns and blacks, great to mix and match. It really is. You'll see as we go through, you could have put the chocolate tops back with the black bottoms, and then you'll see some new styles coming through as well next week that will all bring it together and make a really cohesive story. Price wise, the little top I'm in is $69.95 and then the pant is $79.95, and my top is 93% cotton, 95 cotton, 5% stretch. It's also got a little soft band here too, which is great for keeping in the warmth as well, but again makes it easy if you do want to push your sleeves up. I know a lot of ladies don't mind putting the sleeves up, but it's just such a lovely easy fit. We're going to have two other colours coming in this one, I think. We've got a stripe on multi-stripe with chocolate that's on the website now, and we're going to have a cream and black stripe as well. Noreen says, hi ladies, saw Linley walk past my house the other day. Neighbour with a social media star. She's going to love that. She's going to dine out, Noreen, on being a come in here, social media star.
Wow,
look at you.
I
See,
heard that.
It is almost my greatest fear, though. When I go down to the shops, I rode down to the shops on my e-bike on the weekend down to Aldi. So I was in my denim jeans, my white sneakers, a ratty old T-shirt, sweating up a storm with my bike helmet. And I thought, imagine if somebody says, oh, I watch you on Facebook Live. I would die. I would absolutely fall into the ground dead. So now
I'm going to have full
she's going to have to get out there on her morning walk in full glam now.
That's right.
I'll leave you to it.
Say hello next time.
Yeah, do.
That's hilarious. Okay. I'm wearing the Essential Petite Pants this time. And I think last week I called them the wrong thing. But no, and they're just a little bit, they're a take on the Giannis, aren't they? But they are Gianna. But these ones are the Essential Petite Pants. Perfect length for me at 5'1", no pockets, and they're 90% polyester, 10% elastane. So just that lovely stretchy, easy material to wear. I'm being told by Ron to move over a little bit. So yeah, the perfect pants for travelling. Size 14, which is my normal size, and these are $69.95, size 8 to 24. Now this time I'm wearing one of my new favourite tops actually, is the Camden knit top, and this is called Steel Tapestry. And how dressy is this? And this comes in the size 10 to 22, $49.95, 65% polyester, 35% cotton. Lovely and soft. I think the cotton gives it that lovely soft feel. Just trying to think what you would call that. It's not. Yeah. It's, you know how polyester has a very shiny feel to it, but this is much softer. Beautiful length. I love that sleeve length on somebody that's shorter. I think if you had long arms, it would possibly just come up a little bit more 3/4. And I'll just do a little spin. Lee says, beautiful top, I agree. And Noreen says, you were wearing a pretty dress at the time. Must have been Tulio, I think, Noreen. Kerry loves the top. June loves the mix of colours in the top. Yeah, I agree. It's just so dressy. I've just popped a little pendant over it just to dress it up. Little gold earrings. That's what I love about the lives. I grab all the little accessories. I think it's quite fun. So $49.95, 65%. I've said all that, haven't I? So yeah, I think this is lovely.
It is.
And I'll do a little spin, the perfect length. over your bottom.
I think you've got a couple of these in the jersey, in
I
the
do.
Camden. Yes.
And I was just saying to the ladies, I was trying to explain the feel,
soft,
how it's a different feel having the cotton in it.
Yeah, it's a warm touch.
Yeah, a warm touch. Now I'll remember that.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Linley. I've been dying to try this one on. This is actually already sold out in the small medium. So it comes in 2 sizes, small, medium and large, extra large. So obviously everybody loved the look of this, and I can see why, because it looks absolutely beautiful on. I've just chosen to put it with the black Cordelia Street travel pant, which is the one that has the little bit of the wider leg. I like the width of the leg on these. So this is just the full pull-on jersey pant, just no pockets with the elastic. And then my little knit is our Lucy floral knit in the ivory. So this is the large, extra large, and I'm the 16, but you can see it's super, super soft, super stretchy. This is actually, can I come forward, Ron? Can you see that a little bit clearer? Yep. So it's actually all stitched, a lovely rope stitch detail of this floral all the way down. So it's not just a print, it is actually properly embroidered on this one. It's $79.95. It's 50% viscose, 28% poly and 22% nylon. Noreen says jumper's stunning, putting it on my card now, on your card now. Good on you, Noreen. It feels fabulous. I put it on and I thought, oh, I might have to have that one too. There's your back view. And it's nice to have that loose band sometimes too, just so that it does sit and sets the tone for the size of it. That way, if you are a little bit shorter than me, you could blues it over a little bit too. But I'm 125 centimetres around my hip, so a good full size 16. So it'll easily go to an 18, and there's still room in the bust and everything on this one too. Lee loves the jumper. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. It feels beautiful on. I was excited to wear this one. I was disappointed by the time I got ready to do the live, we'd sold out of the small medium, and I don't think we can get any more of this one. This is also by Cordelia Street, I should have mentioned. One of my favourite brands. That and Cotton Village are my 2 favourites. June says clever design. It is June. It's just a cream jumper, but it's the way that they've done this beautiful detail that really lifts it.
Is that called an applique?
Would you call this an applique? No, it's more a cornelli or a real embroidery, because it's actually stitched on, whereas I think an applique is usually ironed on. Is that the difference? Yeah.
Usually fabrics.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. One fabric to another.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's
I'm going to
beautiful.
change. You look nice in purple.
Oh, I know somebody out there that will want this top. A certain lady that I know who loves purple, and I think she's watching today. So there you go, but her birthday's over, so there you go. So I've kept on the Essential Petite pants, and now I've got on the Samira top in purple, size 10 to 20, $49.95, so a great price. Fabric is 65% linen, 35% cotton. So that's lovely for the people that like your natural fibres. This is perfect for you. Rhonda loves Stacey's jumper, I agree, and looking forward to smaller sizes coming back. Yes, we get on that website, don't we, and look for those smaller sizes sometimes. Now, I'm just going to do a little spin. Just a nice, almost a little, it flares a little bit, doesn't it? So it's almost, I don't know, it's probably not a swing top, but yes, Kerry says, yes, that's me. It does look exactly like you, Kerry. Now, I'm wearing a 14. I think that's a nice size for me because it just falls nice and easily. You're not worrying about having a big dinner if you go out and about that. That just skims the body, I think is the right word. And I think the buttons, and now they're not sort of working buttons, and these just give it a little bit of interest. And I really like the way it's got the little panel and it's got an actual seam,
yes,
hasn't it?
Because they're fake buttons, aren't
fake
they?
buttons,
Yes, that's right. So it's a placard.
Placard,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, any. I didn't look at the back. anything going on at the back.
You are
It's
just plain.
Just a nice plain.
That's it.
And I went to put a necklace on too much.
No, that's
so
right.
It's
You'd
just,
use it for your earrings.
You've got So this is lovely. Now I said the top, didn't I? I've already said it was only $49.95.
Yes, that's right.
So great price.
It is.
Look at you.
I know, aren't they great? Yeah. So I'm wearing one of the new Bichonneaus. So if anybody's been following along, I have been busy at home on the weekends filming some little videos. Whenever I see these fun ones, I think, oh, I'll take it home and I'll get in. I didn't see my dog coming through the back of one of the videos when I was doing this one on the weekend. So I filmed it all, was quite happy with myself, got myself all redressed, out to the couch to put my little video all together, and I'm watching it back and I see the dog walking behind me to look out the bedroom window, then back he comes. But I thought, I'm just going to leave it because that's actually what is happening in my life at home with the dogs. So go on and have a look for that one. It's a little bit funny to watch him. He's just minding his own business there in the background. But our Bichonneaus come this season 2 colours. So we've got a beautiful Power Shell, which you'll see on the website. And then this one, what have we called this one? The Oceanic Blossom. So there you are. Sizes are 10 to 20. Now, I always tell everybody to size down in this, but from time to time we'll have a lady call or email us and say, you told me to size down and I had to get my usual size. The only time that's going to happen, so I am in the 14, I would be able to do this up no problem, but I am just a regular bust in a 16. If I was a full busted 16 or if I was broad through my shoulders, then I would just get my usual size so that you aren't through here not having enough room, but all the rest of us will size down. I love the length of this and I love the little hood. So it's not a detachable hood. This would have served me really well. When we had 20 minutes to spare, I thought there was enough time for me to duck next door and get us all a coffee. And I ordered the coffee and I turned around to leave and it was pouring with rain. So I could have put my little hood on, I wasn't wearing this jacket, and dashed back and been okay. Lee loves the colour. It's nice, Lee, isn't it? It's not waterproof or showerproof. It's just that it would have protected my hair for the quick dash one door down. Oh, and here she is in the other little jacket.
Yeah.
Aren't they fun?
They are fun.
Yeah.
How colourful. I love that colour.
And it's the baby cord. It's a really fine cord. Yep. So mine comes in sizes 10 to 20 and is $79.95. Before I go, I just wanted to mention one more part of my outfit. So I kept the Cordelia Street travel pants on, but this is a little top. Can I just get you to hold that for me? That's been missed a little bit, I think. This is our Leicester long sleeve top. So I wanted to give it a little bit of love today because sometimes when you've got just a plain black top, it can get a little bit lost on the website. But $39.95, sizes are 10 to 20, and this is a 16, and look at the perfect fit on that. Like it is, it's the right length. It feels great. Sleeves have a bit of length to them because I know some ladies have the long arms, and it's 35% cotton, 65 poly, so it feels beautiful too. It feels more cotton than that, but it's got the 35% cotton in it. So don't miss this one. It's the Leicester. I also like the nice higher neck on it. You know, you don't want always to have the low necks. I've put you in the Camden, so let's take your jacket off and then I'll leave you to talk about your jacket. But let's have a look at the two differences. So you've got the Easy Fit Camden on,
yes,
which is your 3/4 sleeve in the jersey. But same sort of thing, little basics for us to wear.
So handy. I mean,
it's important to have the basics.
You can put a million things
exactly.
over the top of this
the
and
beauty
dress it
of
up,
them.
dress it down. And I like, in some ways, I like the high neck.
Yes.
Because in the winter, you've got all your nice
well, yours
necklaces.
is a little bit more open than mine, isn't it? So that's a way to show you that, you know, we've got so many variations. If you don't like the higher neck, you can go for the looser neck. Don't want a long sleeve, you can go for the 3/4. So we try and vary it up with our basics, and there's some skivvies on there as well.
Yeah.
But I'll let Linley talk about this and I'll change.
Yeah, so again, I've left the essential pants on, and again, the Camden jersey top. We've talked about that in the other colour. But yeah, how handy is black? I mean, you know, great for travel. You put all the, you know, different tops, jackets over the top of it. And talking about jackets, I'll just get dressed if I can. Now I'm wearing a 14, by the way, in the Camden jersey top, and this is the Phoenix jacket, and it's in burgundy, sizes 10 to 20. I'm wearing the 14. Again, the perfect size. You want that little bit of room in case you've got a jumper underneath for the winter, and this is $69.95. I mean, you can't go wrong, can you, with that sort of price? And it buttons up. It is, oh, and by the way, it's an exclusive print to Tulio, so.
Oh, so was mine.
And so was Stacey's. So you're not going to see yourself just anywhere. So I'm just going to do a little spin. It's got the little cut up at the side. Beautiful length. I mean, if it's a little chilly, you've got that little bit of warmth around your, my mother used to say, around your kidneys. You know, you've got to keep warm around your kidneys. So it certainly does that. But it's not too hot either. And that's great for layering. So again, I'll just button it up. And Lee says, beautiful jacket. I agree, Lee. And see how that just buttons up easily. So it almost gives it a shirt, look like a slightly oversized shirt. So no, I love this. And what manufacturer was it again, Ron? Who makes this one again?
That's for Tulio. We get that.
The Tulio, the exclusive Tulio brand, yeah. How lovely is the lining?
It also comes in a purple.
Okay, and this comes in a purple as well. So perfect. And Phoenix jacket, that's one we had last year, isn't it? And I know I've got a couple of Phoenix jackets, and I'll just boast a little bit. These sorts of prints, they're exclusive, and when I was in Montreal last year, I had people stop me in the street with their French accents and say, isn't that beautiful? So maybe I need to go to Montreal again
Yes, that's
in this
right.
one.
Exactly. That sounds like a really
I
good
think that's
reason.
a plan, isn't it?
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
absolutely. Well, and how lovely do
Yes.
you look?
Love this sort of thing.
Okay,
All right.
okay,
Thanks, Linley.
Thank you.
I heard Linley say exclusive to us, so you won't see yourself anywhere. But if you do, you'll know that they got it from us. So you can just say, I know where you got your jacket. So there you are. Kerry says beautiful colours. They really are, Kerry. Both are beautiful. We've got 4 different colours. 2 in the Phoenix, 2 in the Bichonneau. They're all gorgeous. And Janet wants to know if Linley's jacket is lined. It is. So it has a little, we should have pointed that out. Both of them have a little contrast lining. It's actually, when Linley comes back out, I'll get her to bring the jacket back with her and we'll show you that lining because it is a lovely little lining on both of them. And I was also going to say, but Linley beat me to it, but there's proof that it actually is. We get so many ladies tell us that people tap them in the street and say, I love your jacket. And I did the little ad in it and people are commenting. One lady said a little girl ran up to her and said, oh, I just love your jacket. So they definitely do create a bit of a talking point. And I even had a lovely customer from Toowoomba last year who was not having a great year. And she said, and I'll try and do this without getting emotional because I tend to get a bit emotional, but she said it just really changed everything for her at that time in her life because she had so many people would stop her and comment and lift her spirits and make her feel fantastic every time she wore the jacket. So I remember that all the time because it was just such a sweet story. So there's my little bits on these colourful jackets. I think they're pretty lovely. But I got to put this one on today, which is a Tangella maxi. So this is another absolutely Stacey classic dress, the sort of thing I will wear to death this season because I'll be up. This is my boots I've grabbed as well. So I'll put my boots with it. I'll get my denim jacket and this will see me right all winter here in Queensland in this one. And then I get to be able to wear it for spring and also for autumn. So sizes are 10 to 20. I am in the 16 and it's $79.95 in viscose. It's got the lovely little trim here through the bell sort of sleeve and then my favourite tiered look with the drawstring.
It's gorgeous.
I just think it
I
always gives...
I always like to touch the fabric.
Yes.
Isn't it soft?
Well, it's viscose, so it's just
Yeah,
nice, the viscose.
yeah.
It gives a lovely feel to it, doesn't it?
It does.
But no, I love this one. Jude loves the dress. Lee says beautiful colours in the dress. Noreen wants to know, have you gone darker in your hair? Loves the dress. Noreen, you're noticing everything, and I have, but you know the problem? I did it myself, and I pulled the colour through, and it made all my ends go darker than I wanted to. But that's the price you pay when you're trying to be cheap and do your hair yourself. But I believe there's some sort of washout colour I can get just to bring it back a little bit. But I did go a little bit heavy on pulling through the secondary colour in my bathroom last weekend. So back to the drawing board on the home colour.
It was supposed to be like
Oh,
that.
good.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but see, Noreen's probably a hairdresser in... Yeah, she's
Okay.
picked me up. She knows what I've done.
An Augustine Heights hairdresser.
All right, I'm going to go and change.
Okay, so as promised, I've brought back the jacket. So I'll just show you the lining. So how lovely. I mean, I feel like you should be able to wear this round the wrong way, but maybe you can't. But I tend to do strange things. But yeah, so it really makes it, it dresses it up, it finishes it off nicely. It makes it look very expensive, but it's only $69.95. So I think that's just great value. And it's interesting, that lovely colour wave is carried through with my Talia cut-out top. And this comes in 10 to 20. Only $59.95, 65% polyester, 35%. No, is that right? Yeah, 65% polyester, 35% cotton. Noreen says, looking good. Looking good regardless, Stacey. My daughter is a hairdresser. Oh, or where does she work, Noreen? You'll have to message me. I'm always after a good hairdresser. So yeah, so a slightly different look to the Camden top. Got your little cutout, 3/4 sleeves, which I love. A little bit of a flare, so yeah, I quite like the little bit of a flare. And also it just drops down at the side, so it's quite nice and long at the side. Now, if I was Siobhan, she'd probably say you could wear it with leggings, but I'm not going to say that for me. But it well and truly has good coverage, very flattering, and it's just I think it's just lovely the way it falls and has that little bit of a swing. Now I'm wearing a size 14. Once again, the perfect size. Also, I've got quite narrow shoulders, and it sits very nicely on my shoulders. Sometimes tops can, sort of fall off my shoulder, but this just fits nicely. There's not a whole heap of room in the arms, but having said that, it's got that nice stretch. Lee loves the colours in your top. Looks comfy, and Audrey loves Stacey's dress. Yes, I loved Stacey's dress. I think she's going to have to get both her dresses today. So now the cutout top, I'm not sure what the colour is called, Ron, on this top.
Like a magenta.
It's like
Pink, isn't it? Yeah. Well,
that's going to be my guess.
Yes. Oh, and here's another dress that my sister would like.
Oh, the cotton village?
Dress, yeah.
The tunic.
Tunic,
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But this looks lovely. I love these little cutouts.
Yeah.
It's just a nice way of dressing up a top and elevating it, which is the word
That
of
is
the
the
season.
word.
Yes.
I possibly don't need this.
Oh, no, I think
And
it
you
looks
think
lovely with it.
not too much?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
It looks lovely.
And look at you, this is gorgeous.
So I was mentioning that I love Cordelia Street, and my other favourite label is Cotton Village. So I'll come forward there just so you can see how loose and lovely these pants are with the long tunic over it. I like it with a heel as well. In the black, I think it looks lovely and dressy, but we just had all of the purple done just for us. So it's an exclusive colour for us, and We have 5 pieces in this colour, so I know a lot of our red hatter ladies will love this colour as well. So this one is the Ayana tunic. So size-wise, they are small, medium, medium large, and large extra large. I think I put a medium large on. Can you tell me?
No, it's only a small
medium.
You skinny mini?
Oh, yeah. But that's the beauty. It's all crinkle cotton, so no ironing, no looking after. So I've also put the Alicia pants on in the small medium, but look how much room is in them. These are you eat anything, go anywhere pants. You know how I feel about those. They've got the pockets. And I just love the length of these, but you could also put this top back with your nice slim leg Gianna pant for a sleeker evening look. And you could wear these little ones in summer with just a nice white t-shirt. Cotton Village, we've got a couple of nice white sleeveless.
Got a nice pocket, hasn't it?
It does. It's lovely and easy. So there's lots to like about this. So Alicia pants and the Ayana tunic. And I think we've got a Leah top and a couple of dresses in this as well. So Noreen says the purple's stunning. Kerry loving the purple. It's really nice, isn't it? We've had a really fabulous, great early reaction to this. So have a look. If you can't see it on the first page of new arrivals, look under brands and have a look for Cotton Village and then sort it from new, because I just did that before I came out, and you'll see all the beautiful purple there. But we'll put a link here to all of the pieces, or Tara's probably buzzing away there at the office, adding all the links. She's wonderful doing all of that for us.
And it's interesting, before we go, I'm looking at that, thinking I could wear that sometimes because that would be, even if you're a bit shorter, it's almost like a little, little dress almost,
exactly.
isn't
Well,
it?
you
with
probably
some tights.
with your
some
tights,
nice
because
thick
it might come up a little bit high.
Yeah.
So I think that's us done.
Excellent.
Look at that. We've gotten through unscathed because we had Ron behind the scenes keeping us moving, which has been fantastic.
Excellent.
I think I've got Anna with me next week, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody. Oh, I had one more thing. I had to tell Joan. Joan asked me whether we were doing the Brenda waffle knits again. Joan watches back later on tonight, so this is for Joan when she watches back later. We got onto the supplier, and we are going to get a nice soft blue, a pink, and maybe, I think Ron said a magenta sort of a colour. Was it magenta? Yeah. So that, just look out, Joan. It'll probably be about 2 weeks' time until we'll have those, 2 to 3 weeks, because we've got to get them up, we've got to get them photographed, get them on the website. But you've made me excited now, because I'll get to get new colours in them, because I've got 4 colours, but some of them I've had for years. So it will be nice to turn them over into some fresh new colours. So that was for Joan. That is me, over and out. Thanks. Oh, and hang on, Ron's writing something, so I better wait before we say goodbye. No, we did. We're going to all the effort. Hopefully we can read his writings.
Yes. He's doing a good job. It's a little bit like a doctor's prescription, isn't it?
Exactly. So Janet is off to shop. Lee says, great live, and Audrey loves the lady. Lovely ladies.
Lovely ladies.
Thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate it. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.